right, game two here at the 2023 Dibble Festival will feature the Silo Rebels versus the Healdton Bulldogs. In both games, Silo will be the guest or visitor on the scoreboard. And in this particular case, Healdton will be Dibble or the home team. Game from earlier today, Silo victorious over Dibble 12-4, run rule by fifth inning. And we have got four more games coming up. Each team, with the sole exception of Dibble, will play doubleheaders back-to-back. Dibble will split the difference and get the first game of the day and the last game of the night. Game immediately following Healdton Silo will be Healdton versus Cashin, Cashin versus Latta, and Latta versus Dibble to close out the night. I apologize if you catch any sneezing. I'm upstairs in a room that's being renovated. There's a little bit of fiber and spray foam and some dirt and debris. Whenever the door opens, it kind of just pressurizes it. So if I have to sneeze, you'll notice a quick pause on the camera. I do apologize. And we are underway. Oh, 2 pitch count. Healdton goes in high for the ball, so 1-2. We anticipate doing tomorrow's game as Bethel versus Tecumseh. It'll be senior night for the Wildcats. Oh, 7 FE in safe at second. Saturday coverage will flex if we have any top 10, top 20 matchups for Class B or A. We will likely head there for Saturday. Otherwise, we're getting ready for a really busy next couple of weeks. We'll have a bunch of Player of the Year awards and some Coaching of the Year awards as well to hand out. All in all, I think we have a total of 14 or 15 people that we'll be doing over the next couple of weeks before the school breaks. One-two pitch count resumes. Base runner in safe at second. Should have been a routine fly out. Outfielder loses the position of the ball right in front of the wall and drops right beside his glove. In safe at third. Fouls it down the third base line. Video highlights are up and posted from the game prior. I do apologize. It is minus the entire top first and portions of the bottom. We'll have a sack RBI, plate run scores. Silo jumps out to a 1-0 lead. We had gone over to see a sponsor, unable to get them. We waited for them a little bit, and as a result, we were a little bit late starting here. Didn't anticipate a total of 7 runs going up on the board. Usually the first innings are kind of the slow ones, especially early in the morning, but I do apologize. I'd like to thank our coverage sponsor for today's live stream and video highlights, Kim and Kevin's store. They are closed today, so if you were needing to go get something gas or sundry related, they are not open today. And fly out to right field. So it should be 2 down in the 0-0 game as a result of the fielding error at the 7 spot. It is 1-0 lead for Silo, and they'll be up to bat once again. Deep shot out to center field. And as the old saying goes, adios amigo, it is out of here. So back-to-back games, Silo has had a home run against Dibble. They had a 2 RBI dinger. This one a solo blast. 2-0 lead for the Rebels. And that shot is courtesy of Carter Parker. Batting next at the plate, number 14, Connor Cordell. Another solid wrap out to left field, just falls for the perfect single. And rounding first in safe. Coming up to bat next, number 3, Josh Trout. We'll have a courtesy runner at first base for the Rebels. I believe it says number 31. Just a reminder, every team playing today will do a doubleheader except back-to-back, I should say, except for Dibble. They get the first game and the last game of the evening being the host. Another single falls. Base runner will steal. He'll be in safe at third. Could have had an interference call there at first, as is runners on the corners for the Rebels. Up at the plate next, number 12, Colby Smith. So the running substitution paying dividends for Silo after 2 hits. They immediately had the runner advance from first to third on a single. Perfectly spotted in right field for him to do so. Outside corner plate called strike. Very experienced team for the Rebels, as I alluded to earlier in the first game. 5-time defending champion in spring. The deep shot out to left field, clears the wall, and it is a 3 RBI home run. The 3rd home run of the day for Silo, and 2 here in the first inning to start it. It is a 5-0 lead for the Rebels. And take a bow. That blast brought to you by Colby Smith. Now at the plate number 30, Zane Sander. Two pitch count. Full count will resume. And played at the shortstop. He's going to beat out the run, and actually the throw, it's not even close. In safe at first for the infield hot shot. Full count single. Coming up to bat next, number 6, Xander Marshall. And he throws down the sac bunt, beats out the throw, another bobble at first, and safe. Runner advances to third. So in effect, a mirror back-to-back set of hot shot singles. And the Rebels are cooking here early on in the first inning. Now up to bat, number 10, Kyler Proctor. Very experienced squad, 9 seniors. Surprisingly, you would think that they would have a ton of juniors too, but they really don't have that many compared. They only have 6. 8 sophomores on the roster right now, and 6 freshmen matching the juniors. It's going to fly out to right field, falls for the perfect single. It's going to steal a base, 2-run score, and normally that would be considered an error. However, with the wind, we're going to give him credit for the RBI. It is popped up and it hung, and at the last second, the wind kind of shifted it. So huge first inning for Silo, 7 runs already on the board. I did want to make a correction on the run rules. They are 10 after 4 and 8 after 5. So there is no 12-3 format, which we would normally see in a lot of play. Now at the plate number 14, Connor Cordell. Base runner once again in scoring position for the Rebels on third. Outside pitch is going to be a no-go on the steal. Coach Bowen holds him up. And the walk advances the runner to first on the corners. Now to bat, number 18, Easton Ford. And the base had loaded walk. Healdton in a world of hurt early on here. Up to bat next, number 16, Carter Parker. Hit by pitch will score another run. Make it 8-0 Rebels. Now up to bat number 19, Sawyer Reddick. Over the shortstop, base runner will steal second and save at third. Nope, stays at first. Ends up being a 2 RBI single, and it is a 10-0 lead for the Silo Rebels here in the first inning. Courtesy runner once again at first base, number 31 back on the field. I do not have a number assigned for him. Could be Cord Standridge. I'm not sure exactly who number 31 is. Rips it to the third baseman. Nobody there to tag to. Throws it to first. Gets the ground out. So Rebels strand a couple of base runners, but they do plate 10. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. And the Bulldogs will be up to bat, trailing 10-0 against the Silo Rebels. Well, the Bulldogs are going to have their work cut out for them. The only good news is that the run rule won't kick in until the fourth inning, so they will have at least 12 at-bat opportunities. Bad news is they're down 10 runs, seemingly unable to get a stop there in the top of the first inning. Sawyer Reddick is on the mound pitching for the Rebels. Just now got our first batter coming up. Now at the plate, number 1, Blade Christian. Wild throw to start. 1-0 on the pitch count. We will be streaming all 5 games of today's Dibble Festival. Tomorrow our action will feature Bethel versus Tecumseh. It'll be senior nights for the Wildcats. We'll flex coverage on Saturday, and then we'll have an early post next Monday and or Tuesday letting you know where we'll be for A and B districts. We may pick up a Monday, Tuesday game or two. I plan on right now, weather permitting, no cancellations. We'll at least be in Washington on Monday the 24th to do a presentation for Maggie Place. We may be doing one in Tupelo the same day for Cody Arrington for both of our young gun pitchers of the year for fast pitch and baseball. We'll keep you updated on that as soon as we get confirmation from Washington High School on what the schedule is going to be like. We may be broadcasting the Cash, Moore, and Washington three-way. Initial runner for Healdton gets on with the wall. Up to bat next, number 8, Garrett Capel.
Probably a crown wash. Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong. That's probably a crown wash.
Big, so I called Lakers 62 or Big E's Liquor.
Yeah.
I think it was Big E's Liquor. Called in, I said, hey, you got the gift cards, I'm gonna swing by there. She goes, don't. She goes, I have no power. I can't print them off. I was like, can you do it fire anywhere?
Pop-up is going to go over to the second baseman. He chases it down, so infield fly, 1 down. Coming up to bat next, number 10, Jared Acox. Just a reminder, next game up will be Healdton versus Cashin. It'll be Cashin Latta, and to close out the festival, Latta versus Dibble.
He wanted off my argument. Daniel just went through. Jason did first.
Nice single for the Bulldogs, so now they have runners on first and third. He's going to stretch that into a double. So correction, it'll be a double stand-up. Base runner advances to third, and the Bulldogs have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the first. Coming up to bat next, number 3, Toby Acox. Gets it over to the second baseman. 4-3 ground out. It is a sack RBI, and Healdton gets on the scoreboard. 10-1 is the score. Coming up to bat next, number 17, Jackson Walker. and gets him on the strikeout. So 3-1, your score, Silo 10, Healdton 1. We'll head to the top of the second inning with the Rebels coming up to bat. Coming up to bat for the Rebels first will be number 12, Colby Smith. All right, Rebels so far on fire in the first inning. They score 3 against Dibble, 10 against Healdton. Second inning wasn't that far off the mark either. They were able to score 7 runs in the bottom of the second against Dibble, so we will see if they can match that in back-to-back games. 12 runs and now 10 runs, and still tons of time left to bump that number up. Yet my pitch will put the base runner on first. So back-to-back innings, Rebels get the leadoff runner. Now at the plate, number 13, Britton Salisbury. Wild pitch, base runner will advance, stealing second. Give the left fielder credit for hustling, just couldn't quite get to it. Just wanted to add that I believe that Healdton and Fox are in a co-op for the program. So even though the uniforms are Healdton, there are a couple of Fox players as well. Several teams not having a season, and a 5 FE will put the base runner rounding third, heading home, and it is 11-0 with duplicate stolen bases for the Rebels in safe at second.
Hey, how do I change the first name? What is it, 10? I messed up.
That zero?
Throws down the bunt. In safe at first. Runners once again on the corners for the Rebels. Like to give an OK Prep shout out to Cushing. The Tigers are now the only undefeated team left in baseball. A perfect 21-0. The Tupelo Tigers were defeated 8-0 by Caddo on the 17th to lose their undefeated mark. Rebounding back with a double whammy against Milburn for the district championship. And I don't know what else to say other than somebody living right here, folks, because that's the 4th home run of the day for the Rebels. And this is a scary offense once it gets clicking. Score it. That home run brought to you by Kyler Proctor. It is a 14-1. 2 touchdowns scored here by Silo, and they just added another jack over the wall. Number 15, Jared House with the solo blast. 5 home runs on the day for the Silo Rebels. Tip of the cap. And boom, bang, bang. They are gone and out of here. Now at the plate number 18, Easton Ford. In for another single. This one rolls and ricochets off the wall, so make that a double on correction in safe for Ford. Now at the plate number 16, Carter Parker. Just wallops it again out to left field, bobbles again, another fielding error. So an RBI double, make it 16-1, and Silo on fire. 12 runs in the first game, 16 already here in the second game. Now up to bat number 19, Sawyer Reddick. Base runner will remain on second.
Only seen one other person give up 40 runs. He's in the big leagues.
Alright. So you're saying there's a team? First year back after that.
What's their partner on to like to back from that concert?
No, Blake's.
They got that one.
No, we would've said,
I think it's like it's almost
it's
Lindsay.
at Lindsay High School right now. Yeah, they just called.
This
He
is,
said,
this
he
is
said,
the same.
he said, is this ball yours?
We don't use that one.
I just went ahead and opened up all those where Silo keeps hitting it into Lindsay.
Overextends as a result, foul ball.
It's actually, so I go over talking to the first base coach. And he said, hey, he goes, this could work out even better. And I said, what, y'all kicking the crap out of us? And he started laughing. He goes, he said, well, Healdton last week didn't load them at all. And he said, and they didn't load them. I said, you know, and he goes, so we elected to be visitors right away because it's 10:04, there is no longer free.
Yeah, so you can just bring the kid.
And he said, we're having to score.
And the walk puts the base runner on first.
Please, do.
Coming up to bat next, number 3, Josh Trout.
Hey, dude, boy.
Ball gets away from the catcher, base runner still in safe at second and third.
This is like a mixture of Healdton and Oscars. Because this is really not how it or something.
They're not playing much of this.
Or it's still be good. Or it's still be better for the markets.
Yeah. I can pick out one or two.
78.
So by the time they're hit by the pitch, the first one. I looked, I was like, dang, I should.
Tags him out, so strikeout.
Well, that's not really fine.
Well, first, because you try to be better. Ain't nothing better than me saying something to someone about striking out. And then they're like, I'm sorry, coach.
Yeah.
Tell me you're sorry. But then I told him, I said, tell me you're sorry. Be better. And I was like, oh crap, that goes against everything.
Yeah, don't be bad.
So, had he have said, coach, you said, don't be better, be good. Yeah, I get lost it, but then again, I really laughed. Because that would have been kind of.
Robert is pretty good at Robert. He's really good at the ball.
It's always best to
Just relax.
punch the water cooler.
I ran a kid of mine his junior year playing at Bird. He was struggling with it. They had a water fountain, he said water fountain in the dugout. He wore that water fountain out.
Yeah.
He wore it out.
Hey, we had a kid out before.
And another walk.
He ran for like in the third inning. He was coach on the phone. He goes, talk about it. He goes, no, I want to go now. I go, there you go. And he goes, no, I'm serious. Okay. So then I just, oh my God. Unloaded. And it wasn't very nice. And it was not kind of words.
Perfectly spotted for the single. 2 runs will score, 2 RBI, single 18-1 lead for the Silo Rebels.
There was some fingerpointing.
They scored two.
Yes. There was some fingerpointing. It was it's a really nasty bunch of people. So the next day, practice,
all the way to the wall. It is just sad kind of to see this happening here. Another RBI come in, and unfortunately there's going to be no reprieve because we have to go at least the 4 innings. Otherwise, this should probably be a run rule through 2. So expect to see a bunch of Silo Rebel players get an opportunity to play in this game. Now up to bat number 10, Kyler Proctor.
You just, I don't know, you just slide that dog into that. Like that, the yard.
It's an old game ball.
It's a good ball, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like.
Look at this picture, I'll let you that.
You know, this is the ball that the first big out here.
Hits it to the third baseman. Throwing error, scores 2 more runs, and it is 21-1.
Yeah, so throw that one away, put that in, our bucket, that's where you want to throw it like that.
Hey man, you on your way? Oh, okay, good. Silo's up 21-1 on Healdton. Yeah, well, kind of a weird backstory. Healdton didn't even rank Silo or Dale on last week's rankings. No, they didn't even freaking rank me. Now on that note, they made me 4th, which was nice. So I like Healdton, but yeah, so Silo is just putting it to them. Oh yeah, they get that karma. I love it. So Silo's going to the first.
Wild throw again. Base runner advances to second.
And there's no.
Just a reminder, this Healdton squad is in a co-op with Fox, so both teams short to be able to complete the season. They've combined. By my count, looks like they've got about 6 extra players.
Like they put a 3 in the first off back jacks. So that was fun.
2 of those are coaches over here in the dugout, so I think there's 5 extra players. Another fielding error by the third baseman, base runner on first and second. Back up to the plate once again, number 18, Easton Ford.
Yes. But no, so he's 12-4, but we lost to start worse than that, so. I'm not too worried, but anyway, so we're gonna try to keep it close to 2 o'clock. I mean, because if they gotta play 4 innings, my God. Some of those guys, I think some of the guys have 4 balls on a day. Like Proctor, I think has 2 or 3. He's pretty good. I told our pitcher, I said, you suck, you can't even get out of OSU, you suck.
I was looking out.
Actually, I think you did strike him out.
I did.
That was just because the practice so bad.
Well, Silo puts 12 up on the board to start the day, and they definitely don't coast or take it easy on the next team. They already have 21 runs scored. 10 in the first inning, 11 here in the top of the second, and it is a massive rout by the Rebels. By my count, 6 errors. I believe the scoreboard agrees with me. Could have been 7, another hit by pitch, bases loaded once again. Just pitching command, routine flies, ground outs, and a variety of other potential issues plaguing Healdton here. So we're finally going to have a much overdue pitching count change here. So we'll have a substitution from third base. He'll be back on the mound again. He, I believe, started the game, so they're going to swap him back out again.
It was weird, like, so, first he kicks on a home run, something just brought it. 6-1.
Only one down. Bases will remain loaded for the Rebels.
So this is about to get even worse. But it was, it's Joel's turn now. Then they want to eat. Then we shut it on Thursday. I'm like, dude, this is baseball is an awesome sport. Or it's just always like oh, that was fantastic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Well, see, I just don't know. I mean, he just finds a way to win games. I don't know if he's got a secret pitcher that nobody knows about, that he only throws him a couple times, because every time I've seen him throw, there's 82, 81, but they just don't make mistakes, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, where they're just being lazy, yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure they're quick to the plate and, you know, all of that stuff, you know?
I'm gonna go 5.
Yeah. Well, is it the long-haired kid? Yes, I agree. I agree. I've seen him throw, I think he's just a freshman. Yeah, but, no, well anyways, I just figured I'd give you a holler, it'll probably be right around the 2 o'clock and so, we'll be good to go, man, and you guys eat for free here, so don't worry about it. I appreciate it, sir. All right.
You know, any baseball field right here.
Yeah, that's seen that.
See the picture?
No.
I seen the picture. And their coaches here.
That's where they play the state games too, ain't it?
took a quick break, and all I missed was another home run, this time a grand slam. So Silo has pulled off the trifecta, or the exacta. They've done a grand slam, 3 RBI home run, 2 RBI home run, and a solo home run.
Is that hurt?
Jim Wilkie, over here at the gym. Yeah.
He's all class.
What would you say?
I can just go, hey, good luck, Jim. This one. What we're going to do? What else? I'm almost gonna say.
You
never played for long. You played for, you know, what played for you? You for.
Okay, so we get in on it was crazy. Like, got to the back up from Brittle's not like, before Brittle's not.
Well, you couldn't draft a better start to the day for Silo. First 2 at-bats against Dibble, they scored 10 runs. First 2 at-bats against Healdton, they scored 25 runs. And base runners still on first and second, only 1 out. Just a reminder, according to the festival rules here for the tournament, we will have a run row only in effect after 4 innings. So this could go on for quite some time. Another miscue, base runner still in safe at second and third. Now the plate number 13, Britton Salisbury. One hopper gets away from the catcher. You can call that in effect a 1E on the throwing error. Another run across the plate. 26-1 is the score. We'll have another substitution here. Pitching wise, it looks like substitution is going to go from dugout to first. First likely to pitch, but 30 is still on the mound. So we'll see if he heads over and swaps gloves with number 22. We'll have a correction. All right, so 22 will be the new starting pitcher, so that's the way that I ended up seeing it. So pretty much new first baseman coming from the dugout, first baseman on the field goes to pitch, and then the existing pitcher that replaced the first pitcher was from third base. So far, he is still in the dugout. However, he has grabbed another glove, so we may have him going back to third base again. If you followed all of that, you're a true follower of sports. There's not really much else you can say and comment on with a 27-1 game. It's kind of hard to come up with anything new or catchy or clever to say. An absolute shellacking going on is basically the easiest, quickest way to surmise. Healdton on a co-op with Fox. And it just not their day here today. They'll have another game coming up here after this one. Cash and I believe 23-5 squad for Class 2A, I believe.
Oh, crap.
heard them.
I know what they're talking on our new one. They're still going through the same area. I don't think we're getting another service.
What's the good, huh?
Everybody head to the casino and then.
I told you it was gonna get bad. You went,
No, no, it's
Wasn't
just,
even that bad.
it's just a little bit of rain.
Correction on Cashin's record, they are 21-5.
is that ours?
Silo now 20-4 on the season, looking to go 21-4. Healdton on the verge of dropping to 9-12. Another error. They'll steal second, choosing not to go home, even though they could. Silo trying to repeat for the 6th consecutive time in spring. Oh my goodness. Another one over the wall, a 3 RBI blast, and it is a 30-1 game. The Silo Rebels have hit their 6th home run. Yikes. And that blast just over the wall with extra space. Probably another 30 yards could have kept going. Casey Spaulding. It's very rare that you see a school of any class put up 16 hits and have 30 runs. Now, part of that is attributed to 7 errors and 6 home runs. They've had a solo blast, but they've also had 2, 3, and 4 runners on multiple times.
Proctor just tried out a 3-0 pitch over his head just so he could see the pitch. He said, yeah, well,
Even when falling down, they still manage to make solid bat contact, drops the ball, reclaims the ball, so it is a 5-3 ground out. And it's only taken almost an hour for the second out. And we are back to bat. Number 14, Connor Cordell. Another inside pitch that could have hit the batter. So we'll have a 2-0 pitch count.
He's trying to get hit. Yeah, maybe go to try to work a little strategy. Did he go the ball?
Another fielding error at the 8 spot turns a single into a double. And he's just going to keep on trucking and make 2 stolen bases in safe at third. Now to bat once again, number 18, starting senior Easton Ford.
I just wonder how bad they play you stand up there would be.
I just had an off day Wednesday. No, I don't think so. Ankle before I played, really good.
Infield pop-up fly, and there we go. We will head to the bottom of the second inning after 20 run score for Silo in the top of the second.
Let's do something.
So what time do we play?
This is gonna be the longest game ever, you know? I thought it was gonna be this one that is hot.
You would hope at some point you just tell them this time, get out. You should rank this. What you keep not doing.
Now at the plate, number 7, Bo Bradbury.
And strikeout. Coming up to bat next, number 20, Jacob Baird. Brutal top first and second inning for Healdton. Give up 10 runs to Silo in the top of the first, give up 20 runs in the top of the second. Just a horrific start to the game. We've already had 4 pitching changes and nothing has pretty much worked. Looking at back-to-back Ks now as well, 2 down. Coming up to bat next, number 30, Jason Josie. Just a reminder, no run rules until the 4th inning. We are on the verge of striking out the side here. 0-2 pitch count. And ring him up, strikes out the side. We'll head to the top of the 3rd inning. Rebels will be up to bat once again. And the teams agree for a run rule. I think that's the correct, proper thing to do. So your final score will be Silo 30 and Healdton 1. We'll have another game starting here in approximately 20 minutes or so, give or take, and it'll feature the Healdton Bulldogs against the Cashion Wildcats, a matchup of Class A and 2A teams. Silo improves to 21-4 on the season. They are marching toward another potential state championship in Class 2A. Who they'll face, we don't know. Most likely Dale or Oktaha, but we will see. It's a banner day for the Rebels. 30 runs in the second game, 12 runs in the first game. 6 touchdowns on the baseball diamond.